Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. We're glad you joined us right here on MCU Mondays, right here on Feast of Fandoms. I am your host, David. With me, as always, are my co-host, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
Doing all right.
Are you snowed in too?
Well, I probably had a good 8 inches in the driveway that I had to have somebody shovel out. It took them hours.
Do you get your kids to do that? Oh,
I don't want to do it. I ain't gonna make him do it. Not with a shovel. Not when the snow is practically up to my knees.
Oof.
my mom always made us shovel, so
Plus, it's -16, so no.
yeah. I think we were 22 today.
Mm-hmm. But the feel got as low as 4, I think, yesterday or the day before. Brutal.
And my kids wanted to go outside and play in it. I'm like, no.
No, you had your chance 5 years ago.
No. Forget 5 years ago. I'm just not. No. Betty doesn't do cold weather. Also with us tonight is Andrew. How are you, sir?
Good. Cold, but hanging in there. So, yeah. Had a fire going the last few days, but it's good.
And Andrew and I are both in Texas. I don't know about where you are, Andrew, but where I am, we have basically been shut down since Saturday.
Nothing roads are all iced over. Couldn't go anywhere even if I wanted to. So
I've been locked in. If you see a mess behind me, that's because I've been sorting Legos all day for 3 days. It's been great. I've loved it. Watching Star Wars, just being a hermit, just like Debbie. Well, tonight we've got Andrew has some news. What have you got for us tonight, Andrew?
Yeah, I'll pull up the first article broke today. Comic book legend Sal Buscema has passed away at 89. Some of his work included his long run on The Incredible Hulk and his 8-year run on The Spectacular Spider-Man. So pretty well known in the comic world.
Wait a minute, scroll back down. This was yesterday. He died. He passed.
Last Friday.
Oh, last Friday. He would have been 90 today. I see.
He would have been 90 today. Yeah. So, anyway, long time comic book artist. I haven't read enough of his stuff. I need to get into that, but I saw that earlier and thought we would mention him. So,
okay. Well, condolences, passing of a great one, apparently. So there you go. What else have you got for us?
Next one is just rumor based, but I wanted to hear y'all's thoughts on it too. This comes to us over on MovieWeb. And basically, insider Daniel Richman, or Daniel RPK, as most people would know him, he's probably 50-50 when it comes to reliability. He said that the 6th Avengers movie might not be the one that concludes the story developed across Phase 4 through 6. He shared a new rumor indicating that Marvel could decide to split Avengers Secret Wars into 2 movies, but that call will be based on how successful Doomsday is. Which to me seems a little premature. I feel like they should already know whether or not they're going to split it into 2 movies by now, even though it's still good 2 years, I guess, before it comes out. It's like December of next year. But I don't know, because basing it off of how well Doomsday does, that's too up in the air right now, I think.
So. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Doomsday, as much as they're plugging it and as much as they're doing stuff with it, I'm going to say it's probably going to do fairly well.
Yeah, it's an Avengers movie, so.
But I was also reading something too, and I've been watching a lot of. I know this has nothing to do with it, but a lot of the TikToks and reels and things that I've been watching have been saying stuff like a lot of the MCU fan base is just not really impressed with the Avengers lineup right now. They want the Steve Rogers, they want Tony back, they want Thor, they want the classic Avengers like that they're used to in the movies. And with most of the actors have moving along, they are. I know I've seen a lot of people are saying that they're really kind of hesitant about this, and not only hesitant, but also it's like they're looking at it going, well, the MCU tried to bring Robert Downey Jr. back, thinking that would get butts in seats, and now you've got Chris Evans coming back, so it's almost like, well, they knew they couldn't win without those two guys, so they got to bring it back. So
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
I don't know if you'd call it an argument I've seen is that Doomsday hasn't had a whole lot of build-up leading up to this movie. I mean, as far as on screen, we've only seen him in Fantastic Four, versus like Thanos was teased in a couple projects, and then it was, Infinity War. So I think that's some people's concern, but
I think Thanos had bits in both Avengers movies, and then
yeah, wasn't he in the Guardians? Wasn't he in the first?
He was
Guardians?
in the first Guardians movie as well. Yeah.
Of course, that's not my biggest concern for the movie personally. But I think if you have a good enough villain, it doesn't necessarily need as much of a build-up per se. Plus, I heard the movie's going to be long. I've heard just shy of 3 hours, just our early rumblings. But I don't know. That
wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
But again, yeah, I don't know. I will wait to see. They keep saying, "Oh, well, look at the trailers," and I'm like, that's
a minute
barely
long.
A tease.
Yeah,
it's barely a tease, and most a minute long, and most of that minute is words saying so and so will be back in Avengers Endgame.
To be honest, I haven't even seen the newest one with Wakanda and the Fantastic Four. I just haven't gotten around to watching it.
I saw it the other day, just scrolling through. It was on TikTok, and was scrolling through, and I saw it. Now, honestly, I thought it was AI. I was that's just bad looking. That's horrible AI. And then I was like, then I saw something else. I was like, oh, that was legit. All right, well, all right, yeah, whatever.
But anyway, I think if they were going to split the movie into two parts, like if they were going to say we're going to do 2.5 hour movies, I feel like they would have already be planning that out. And maybe if the rumor's true, maybe they have those edits set and they're like, okay, Doomsday did do that well, let's split it into two. And if like, we'll just do one big movie. I don't know. But I feel like they would already, with how much they plan out things, I feel like that since they decided to make the switch from Kang, they should already have it said. So we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. Awesome. Well, cool. Let's get into it. What are we talking about tonight? Jessica Jones. I did not watch this last night. I watched it this morning because I wasn't doing anything. I was sitting around in my pajamas until about 11 o'clock this morning, and then I went and took a shower and continued watching TV and sorting Legos. So, but it was a good episode. It was a great episode. You didn't like it, Debbie?
No, you sounded kind of warbled there.
Yeah, you like really bad.
Oh. I thought it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Am I still warbling?
No.
Okay, good. It was enjoyable. It's nice seeing. Okay, we've got season 3. We've kicked off season 3, and now we're kind of getting into the. We're what, 4 episodes in? 5 episodes in? 4, and we're kind of getting into the meat and potatoes of the season now. We'll talk about Eric for a little bit because I want to know what y'all's thoughts are. What are you thinking about Eric right now?
He's an ass.
I mean, I can't put any better than that.
He's a douchebag. Come on.
He really is, because I mean, he's got this power that kind of basically says you know what I was thinking of. Do you remember was it? Yeah, it was Unbreakable with Bruce Willis and Sam Jackson, and he would touch the person and he would get the idea of, oh, this person's a bad person or he's about to do something bad. And so basically, this is what this guy's power or ability is. Um, he gets headaches when he's around bad people. And
Yeah.
of course, he tells Jessica, I thought that was great, where he told Jessica and he was like, oh, you took that awful well. And she was like, well, last time I didn't believe somebody about their powers, they ended up impaled.
Yeah. But I love how he's all like pointing the gun at everyone, and figuratively, and then when it's pointed at him, he turns all like, oh no, it's not a big deal. Like every time they confronted someone and Jessica was trying to get it out of him, he was like, oh, let's not worry about it, I got the money.
Yeah. Well, and that was his big thing too, was
yeah.
he wasn't really in it for the hero work, the hero worship. He was more in it for,
I got paid.
I got a gambling problem and I need to pay off my bookies.
Yeah.
So he was very what do they call it?
Self-sumner.
Yeah, that's the word I was thinking. Narcissistic. Is that what I'm thinking of?
And what's his relationship with the old lady? Like, what does he do? I mean, I know he.
That's his bookie.
Oh, okay.
That's the bookie.
Okay.
She's the loan shark or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a sweet old lady, and then she just turned evil. I was like, dang, I'd be afraid of her.
Yeah. So instead of using his powers for good, he just blackmail. When he finds out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, evidently he doesn't even find out. He just gets a feeling, and then he sends a note or a letter or something. I don't know, and says,
"I know what you did last summer."
It almost sounds like a law firm.
Pay me, and I'm like, really?
Well, and so basically, the episode is him and Jessica are trying to find out who is after him. He's got 3 people that he's currently waiting on a payout from. And of course, the first 2 are not the ones that attacked Jessica. The third one is, because obviously
that first dude was a creep. What the heck?
Yeah. And I mean, he got paid, but they went to go see him anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And Jessica could tell something was wrong because he was standing there and he was dying of a migraine.
Yeah.
And he was just like, okay, something else is going on here. And of course, you bust into the room. Jessica did a lot of busting into the rooms.
Yeah.
In this episode. And of course, he's a predator.
Photographer. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to assume it never really was flat out said, other than he said, I'm not a creep. It's
right. I'm like, no, you are.
I'm not a creep. I'm an artist. And then Eric downstairs said, I didn't know it was kids. And it was like,
you could tell by Jessica's look.
You didn't even bother to find out. You were just in it for the money.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then of course the second one was I've been stealing office supply, or no, I've been stealing money from the petty cash. No, it's worse than that.
Well, this is she made me think of a kid where Jessica asked her what the issue was, and she tried to play the victim card. Like, I did it for my mom's operation and funeral. And then Jessica throws her up against the wall. I was like, what really happened? And then you get out that, she was stealing from the people's pensions and stuff. And so
I thought it was great too. She walked out of there, and it was almost like that scene in the first Iron Man movie where he brought the leader of the 10 rings and he dumped him in front of he's all yours. And he off. It was like, she swindled millions out of y'all's retirement fund. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
It's like, do with her as you will. And then, of course, you get to the third guy, and the third guy is, which I don't know. So this is going to be this will be the season's villain. Oh, I've got his. Hold on, I've got my notes here. I've got notes, and I have it written down. What's his name?
Gregory Salinger.
Salinger. Salinger. So here you've got Salinger. He's really after Jessica. I mean, that is his end game. But what confused me about all of that is why did he have to go through? It seems like he had to go through Eric to get to Jessica. You know what I'm saying? It was like he had to let Jessica find him as being blackmailed by Eric, and Eric was only blackmailing him because he doesn't know what he did. He just knows he's evil. But he used that as a stepping stone to get at Jessica. And I mean, it sounds like he's got some kind of vendetta against super beings. But why did it seem like, why couldn't he have just gone straight for Jessica rather than having to go through the Eric?
Maybe
I didn't get that impression. I think he was just going after Eric, and literally ran into Jessica.
He was like, oh, best of both worlds. I can take you out and then him out.
Two birds with one stone, as it were.
Yeah.
So, I guess we can talk about Salinger since we're there.
I wonder what his plan was, though. If when he showed up to Jessica's apartment, if Eric opened the door, like Jessica would just rip him apart, like, So I'm sure he was. Well, I'm guessing.
I don't know. He might have looked at it and said, if one or the other, I'll get one or the other. And I know that neither one of them will chase me. They'll stop and help the following one. So I'll be able to, I can get one or the other, just depending on whoever answers the door.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'll be able to at least get away with it. Uh-oh.
He's a pretty interesting. He kind of makes me think of Kilgrave a bit, in the sense of he's kind of getting in Jessica's head, especially at his apartment when he can switch into that like victim mode, because this dude's smart, like he knows what he's doing. He's got like 6 degrees.
Please don't help me. Yeah. I barely touched you.
But she's recording too.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
That's what I didn't get, because I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you've got you on tape screaming and yelling like she's abusing you, but what about all that footage right before that? And then all the footage right after that? I mean, are you turning the camera off and then turning it on only when you need to? Or how does that work? Because, again, this is one of those things where I watch enough crime TV to where I'm going to know any detective worth his salt is going to say, yeah, she grabbed you and you screamed like a little girl and she was hurting you. But what did you say to set her off? Let me see the footage prior to this, and let me see the footage. And why are you not bruised and beat the crap up?
And plus, they had a whole conversation.
Yeah, right. Let me see the footage after that. Let me see what happened. I want to see I want to see the whole thing.
Maybe Hogarth is his lawyer and she's able to work around all that,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Speaking of Hogarth.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't want to, actually. I think, I got to go.
You're the one that brought her up, sir. That was your fault.
Darn it. Better to get it over with now, so.
You don't think it was funny when she was caught there with her toilet in her hand?
Yes, that was funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought you were mentioning something else with the hands, and I was like, no, I didn't. I was not.
Oh, no. God, no.
I was like, no. But yeah, the toilet was,
We did find out that is exactly what she's doing. She's trying to find dirt on
Kit's husband.
The husband.
Peter.
Yeah. And even Malcolm was like, this is I've dug deep, and yes, I even found her wife's yearbook, and oh, look here. I was like, Jeri, what did you think? He was not going to find out?
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't give him enough credit.
No, I honestly wouldn't be surprised, especially after this episode, if Malcolm leaves soon, because I think he's getting to the point where he knows he's good at the dirty work, but he doesn't like it. Like, you could tell he doesn't feel good about it.
Well, I don't know.
Because, and underappreciated. Underappreciated might be a better word.
But
he just negotiated his.
Well, that's true. That's true. He did. He told her. He said, "Pay or I'll walk." So
did he negotiate or did he blackmail? That's what I.
More of a blackmail.
Yeah. Maybe he had a meeting with Eric or something. I don't know. Yeah.
But
it's
basically. Oh, go ahead.
It's just funny that Hogarth gets mad at him for doing his job well. Like, you ask him to get dirt.
What
of course
you want?
Exactly. Yeah. So, plus she has him stuck in a file room. Like,
I want an office and I want a pay raise.
And he should get incentives. He finds the good stuff.
But at what cost? It's going to cost him.
And Hogarth pulling the whole, "Oh, we can't afford this." I'm like, yeah, you can. Come on, you can afford it.
Yeah, that's. I'll never get that to where it's you're charging $1,800 per hour for whatever. Yeah, you can afford it. You can afford it. And two, I'm looking at it too. Again, I'm looking at Jeri and I'm just like, we mentioned the toilet. She's facing her mortality. She knows she's about to start slipping hard. For those of you that don't know, she has ALS. She is battling this disease. I have a friend who died year before last of ALS, and he announced it, and then not even a year later, it was he wasn't gone, but it was like, oh my God, he was a shell of a man. He was a shell of what he used to be. It was not. It was real ugly, and it's a horrible, horrible disease.
Yeah,
and sitting there with Hogarth, and it's going to be like that. And when he found out that he had it, he promptly quit his job because he knew that he wasn't going to be able to continue his job. He knew that it was going to be one of those ugly things, and he didn't know how long it was going to last. And she's just dead set on working, not only working till the end, but I'm going to have a girlfriend that's going to take care of me until the end, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
it's so annoying. Like,
well,
because she wants what's best for this lady, and she doesn't want to hurt her. But it's like, if you don't tell her, "Hey, I'm going to be dead in 3 months," what do you expect is going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, oh, I'm going to steal her away from her husband. Why?
Yeah,
why?
You got 3 months.
End game on that.
Yeah, she's just going to go back to Peter probably, or find another lady.
You're going to die, and then what? Then what? She's going to mourn you, and then she'll go back and
she's going to go, "Oh no!" Anyway, like,
well, I think Kith pretty much told her off and said, "You can't control me.
Yeah, I'm not one of your pawn or chess pieces."
You need to just concede and let go. And I think that really pissed off Jeri, because in the very next scene, you see Malcolm in bed, and he gets a text saying, "Release it," which is the information on Kit's husband. And I'm like,
well, and the funny thing about this Kith lady is, 1 second she tells Jeri, we can't go down this road together, and then the next thing you know, she's she's doing the thing, and I'm like, you got to make up your mind too. Like, you can't keep.
You can't say no, we can't do this, and then
you just start. On. Yeah, it's emotional manipulation on both sides.
Well, I kind of thought Kith meant that, she doesn't want to be inclusive with Jeri. She wants to keep her marriage because evidently she still loves her husband, whatever, even though they supposedly have an open marriage and whatever. But yeah, I think that was the other thing that kind of ticked Jeri off, that, the thought that she can't get this girl, and she's a woman, not a girl. I apologize. That she can't get this woman and possess her, because that's exactly what she wants to do. She wants to control. She wants to possess her, because she's nothing but a thing, like her other relationships. They're just things that she can control and use.
And then once she's actually in those relationships, because see, this is where it gets me, because for a normal person to be in a relationship like that, it's not just about the physical intimacy of the relationship. There's the companionship. You like being around this person. You want to be with this person all the time. And for her, once she gets there, it's almost like, okay, I'm
bored.
Yeah,
bored.
Exactly.
Give me the next one.
Looking around for the next one.
Yeah.
So
she wants what she can't have, and it's like she has this desire to have her. But I feel, like you said, as soon as she gets her, I could see her being like, there's not this fun playing around stuff,
Well, she ain't gonna be playing around much.
Exactly. Yeah.
She's got ALS. She ain't gonna be able to.
Yeah.
It's all very self-centered, selfish, egotistical, narcissistic.
Yep. Well, and again, too, and like I said, this is one of those things to where she should have looked at this and said, okay, I've got the ALS and she's got an open marriage. I don't care that she's not exclusively with me.
Yeah.
As long as I'm getting my jollies off, I don't, what does it matter?
Yeah.
Yeah, and enjoy the next 3 months of your life. Just enjoying the whatever relationship you have with her.
Exactly.
That's what a normal person would do, but
right.
She's just a disgusting, vile person.
Yeah.
Poor excuse for a human being.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's awful.
Yeah.
Who else do we got in here? Oh, Trish.
I don't know what's worse to talk about.
Actually, and Debbie, I thought about this while I was watching this morning, and you had brought it up, and I want to see her powers, and she does the parkour, and that's all well and good. I'm gonna say there is probably some strength that goes with this at this point, because she beat the crap out of
That's true.
Ma Barker and her two boys, and rescued Eric from being thrown in the pool with 50 pounds of weight draped on his feet. So I'm going to say she's showing some of that.
A bit of an enhanced strength. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not Jessica level. But... well, and two, okay, so she's after Jessica for this whole team up thing. She's all about this team up thing. And Jessica's just like, go away, little girl.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're getting into. You have no idea. That's basically what she's telling her. She's like, look, you don't have any idea, and you don't know what you're getting into, and you don't want to get into this. And then she goes after Eric and saves him. Well, she listens in on his phone call for starters.
Yeah.
And throws him under
privacy much, Trish.
Yeah, really.
Gosh.
Basically, she's like listening in to I'm looking at it like I'm going to follow Jessica around so that I can help her when she needs it, and I'll just be there. It's almost like what's his name, Chris O'Donnell in that third Batman movie, where he was just like, I'm gonna be ready to go for when Batman needs me, for when he needs his Robin. So,
well, and it's like she doesn't have all the facts. Like, she just looks at this lady and sees what she can find about her. But before finding full in depth, she just goes and starts attacking him. Like, gotta get your facts. You know, that's what Jessica does. She does research and she figures out, okay, this is who this is. This is where
she to be fair, she didn't start jumping them until they threw Eric in the pool.
True.
Which I was looking at that and I'm like, Eric, you're an idiot, because they tied a 50-pound weight to you with a nylon rope. Do you know how easy a nylon rope is to untie, even underwater?
Yeah.
And especially underwater because it's wet. Plus, we've got a 50-pound weight. Guess what? 50 pounds, yes, that'll drag you to the bottom and that'll probably hold you there, but it's also a lot lighter. Reach up, pick up the weight, and walk up to the shallow end of the pool. It's not that hard. This is not a threatening circumstance that you're in.
And it's evidently not his first time doing this either. So it's just like you think he'd learn.
I love that I assume it was like the grandkid had like an action figure with the weights, and he's like, "Look, Grandma," and he does it in the pool.
Teaching them young.
This is just laughable, is what this is. I mean, I'm just looking at this going, did you people even have any? This is almost like that scene in Austin Powers. I'm going to put them in an easily escapable situation, close the door, and just hope everything goes right. I'm going to put a 50-pound weight on him, throw him into a swimming pool without knocking him out or anything.
Well, and I will say this. These don't seem like the highest educated people.
No, I agree completely. But also, at this point, too, I'm looking at going, I don't find you threatening.
Yeah.
At all. I'm sorry. Plus, you just got your butt kicked by a little 95-pound blonde woman. So,
yeah.
But she has to deal with this is where Jessica has the edge above Trish, because Trish has not had to deal with this yet. And basically, it was you had Trish. She saves Eric. Eric runs off, and then here comes Ma Baker again. And of course, she jumps out of the way, and Ma Baker has now stabbed herself with the
crowbar.
Yeah. Trish is not analyzing fights well.
No, she's not. And now too, she's like, now she's dealing with this whole guilt thing of I've just
gotta call the hospital.
Somebody. Yeah.
Well, I use her name as a verb now. When I severely mess something up, I go, I trished it. Like,
I trished that up.
Yeah, people look at me confused. I'm like, I know. I don't know how I did, but I pulled a Trish. I just,
But I mean, again, regardless, it's one of those things to where it's like she and in fact, she not only has she not dealt with this, but she even calls the hospital later on.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit weird.
I need to check on whatever her name is.
In the hospital, I don't think. Like, let me ask you this, Debbie, because you work in a clinic. If someone calls in asking about, I don't know if you would have, if you're at a hospital, like with patients and stuff, but if someone calls in saying, I need to know about so-and-so, and they don't specify that they're a family member, I assume they wouldn't give out the information.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Well, and they didn't really give out information.
That's a HIPAA violation right there.
Even to say, she's stable, I'll transfer you to her room. Is that still a HIPAA violation?
They haven't verified who she is.
That's what I was thinking.
They're not giving her any information other than
she's stabilized. But still, if this is an investigation, okay, so now they just tipped off.
Yeah, what if Trish is wanting to kill her, or tried to kill her? And she knows that she's stable.
Obviously, there's probably going to be some sort of investigation because, let's face it, you don't walk into a hospital and say, I just got stabbed with a crowbar.
I don't know. You'd be surprised.
That's gonna raise a few questions. How exactly did this happen? Well,
I don't know. An old grandma, maybe she tripped and fell, and
the skinny little white girl showed up at our swimming pool.
Ducked out of the way. I fell. I
Yeah,
was going to hit her.
fell
I
on
was going to do the
I
stabbing.
was trying to crack her on the back of the skull, and she got out of the way. And then I
Get
fell
her.
on the crowbar.
I mean, we've had
Yeah.
people at the other place I worked, we had people call in because it was a walk-in clinic and, you know, people could be there forever in a day. And, you
Yeah.
know, somebody would call in, well, are they still there? Da, 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 da. We can't give out that information. Sorry. Of course, we get yelled at, but it's just like, you're
Right.
that concerned, come down and look for yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or, you know, everybody has cell phones. Call them.
Right.
Text
Yeah.
them.
Or call a family member close enough if, you know, yeah. There are ways.
I mean, I
around.
guess
We were never allowed to give out any kind of information at all.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I guess theoretically she could have just called and said, I need so and so's room. Can you please transfer me? And if they wanted to answer, they would have answered. Or I don't know. But again, she's looking at this. She's done something wrong at this point, thinking that she's in the right.
Yeah.
So it's almost looking now like it's like one of those things where it's like, I can hurt these people because they're bad people.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
And
I'm allowed to hurt bad people.
She's doing it because she so desperately, I think, wants to get Jessica's approval, but that's kind of blinding her in the sense of thinking ahead and like, what am I going to do when I get there? What am I going to do if the fight starts to go wrong? Like, do that stuff beforehand. And I do not get the impression that she's doing that. And she switched kind of on this Eric guy pretty quick. At first, she was like, I don't know about him. Then she overhears a phone call and it's like, oh, this lady is like, I'm just going to go and hunt her down. I'm like, what? Pick a lane, like, you know.
Yeah.
So.
And maybe she thought she would be able to help by saying, okay, well, I know you're hunting down 3 of these. I know you're hunting down some of his marks. So
Yeah.
I'll go find one of them for you, even though that's not really a mark. That's the bookie.
Yeah.
But I'll go hunt it down anyways, just in case.
I did think it was funny, though, how Jessica calls Trish while she's on air.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at the end there.
Yeah, no. You know what got me? She did, and she called her, and she was as nice as Jessica usually is. And, of course, Trish was just dumb and didn't catch it initially.
I know.
Like, moron. She's
like, what kind of sweater do you want? You know? Oh, this is not the Jessica from Hell's Kitchen that I know.
Yeah.
You know?
But also, too, and I got to go back to Salinger real quick just because I remember this. When he was calling 911, this is one of those things to where I'm looking at it going, if any 911 operator with any common sense is going to say, something's not adding up. Oh, I just got assaulted. It was Jessica Jones. I need a restraining order. It's like, you don't tell 911 you need a restraining
That's
order.
not how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a guy with 6 degrees should know that.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
how smart are you? Do you watch? You said you graduated.
I'm starting to think he just printed these degrees off the internet, wrote his name on them.
You got him out of a Cracker Jack box.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, I was just like, I'm like, really? That's not how this works. So,
But my question is, I think Jessica knows how dangerous this guy is.
Mm.
So why would she bring Trish into it?
Well,
because she's going to screw it up somehow. Somehow she's going to screw it up.
Yeah. But again, my thing is, and I'm looking at this going, okay, you know what? Here's this guy. He wants to take me out, but he's going to call and say, I need a restraining order and all this other stuff. Okay, fine. You know what? Whatever. I'm just going to go about my life on the other side of the city. You go about your life on your side of the city. And if you want to, start stuff, that's fine. You start stuff, but you're the one with the restraining order against me. And when you start showing up into my neighborhood, into my neck of the woods, doing what I'm doing, a judge is going to look at that and go, I think the script has been flipped here. This isn't, at this point, this isn't a, you are stalking him. This is a, he's harassing you thing. So I think too, because I've seen stuff like that too. And I watch a lot of court stuff to where it's like, okay, girlfriend has a restraining order against boyfriend, but now girlfriend is like, okay, I'm going to move into his apartment so he can't live there anymore. And I'm going to start shopping at his grocery store, even though he's moved all the way across town. I'm going to start shopping over there so that he can't shop at the grocery store anymore. And I'm going to go to all the places that he likes to go because then he won't be able to go there anymore. And basically, I'm just going to ruin his life with this restraining order. And I've seen the judge going, okay, at this point now, you're harassing him. So restraining order is done. You're done with the restraining order. You have nothing to... And they're in New York. New York is a big enough city to where you can walk around without bumping into each other.
Yeah. You don't need a within 500 feet kind of restraining order.
He's smart and he's got all these degrees, but he's, as far as I can tell right now, he's kind of dumb.
Now I would want a restraining order against the first fella. But yeah, this guy, like, I don't know. He's not as smart as I thought he would be when given off of a first impression. So
now again, we're looking at this with the hindsight being 2020.
Yeah. But maybe he's got some big plan where he's acting dumb early to catch Jessica off guard, Yeah. Maybe he's trying to lure her in somehow. I don't know.
It kind of reminds me of that. You remember that season of The Flash where he was the bad guy was he was a real smart guy in the wheelchair thing.
Oh, mm-hmm.
That's kind of what this is reminded me of. I think that was like the last full season of The Flash I watched. Because
I've been meaning to get into that. I was talking with someone the other day. And he said that it's like the closest to Smallville as far as the CW shows go.
So you can watch like the first 6 seasons, but after that, it's crap.
Yeah, they changed writers, and then it became the We Are Flash, and it became his wife's show, basically.
Team Flash, yeah.
Yeah.
And that all kind of started right around COVID, too. Because they did like the first half of the season, and then COVID hit, and then it was like, okay, we're waiting a whole year before we release the second half of the season, and it was a mess.
Jeez.
Then they started bringing in other characters to join the team, and I was just over it.
And then the guy that played Elastic Man, he got into some kind of legal trouble too, didn't he?
Oh, geez.
I don't remember.
He got something happened with him, and I think he got into some. I think he had some issues. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
It starts off good and then just kind of goes off by the wayside.
It
loses the plot.
Yeah.
Watch the one from the early 90s with John Wesley Shipp. That one is a lot better.
Gotta look that up.
And he makes quite a few appearances in
that Flash as well. Yes, and it has Mark Hamill in it as the trickster.
Nice.
For a few episodes, yeah.
A few double episodes.
Yeah.
So
it's cool.
Anyway, did we miss anything in this episode? Basically, Salinger said, "Watch out, here I come."
Well, I mean, the last scene we see, he's wearing a funky outfit, eating an apple, and then he kind of moves to the side, and there's some guy.
There's a guy.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know who cuts an apple like that. That's the weirdest thing about him.
Well, apparently a smart guy.
I was like, I have never cut an apple like that before, so.
I just kind of wonder who his type is for who he unalives. Like, does he go after certain types of people, or because I don't know. I mean, the guy just looked kind of raggedy back there. So I was just like, is he just going after people who he doesn't think are, people will notice he's gone? But now that Jessica has intrigued him, I think he sees it as a challenge.
Yeah.
Which he will take.
And he's so worried about his DNA getting everywhere, but then he just pulls that hair cover right off because he's eating the apple. He's safe.
Oh, yeah, and he's eating the apple. That's not going to leak DNA anywhere.
But yeah, it is. I wonder if now that he's been exposed, at least by Jessica, that he's like, I got to get rid of all my tracks, or maybe he's going to play some kind of Riddler style game where like he kills someone and I don't know, Jessica has to solve why. By the time she solves, the next person's dead.
It won't be a why. It's more of a. It's more like Seven. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna leave you a clue as to what the next one's gonna be.
And then that'll lead her to the next one that's dead. Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
So. And then a box will appear.
What's in the box?
And then
what's in the box?
And it's Trish. Right. Or Jeri would make more sense, I guess, at this point.
Jeri might be better.
Jessica's gonna go.
All right, whatever. Oh.
I mean, she was gonna die anyway, so.
Anything else in this episode?
I think that was it.
Awesome. Shameless plugs. What do we got tonight?
Tomorrow night, our friends over on the Sith Dominion, they will be discussing Maul and the new show that's coming out. Woohoo! Wednesday, we'll have a new episode of War of the Stars. We'll be back Thursday with Clone Wars. And last Friday we had an episode, or no, is it this Friday or was it last? No, last Friday.
Last Friday.
They dropped an episode of
Snackame.
Thank you. I should just give up on that because I can never get it right. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. Saturday, Geek Gauntlet. And then we'll be back Monday.
Wonder Man.
Wonder Man.
Wonder Man drops tomorrow.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I've actually seen some pretty good reviews on it. I know that's common for early reviews, but a lot of people, like the one I shared the other day, the guy said, start strong, end strong, a little bit of filler in the middle, which is probably why they are releasing it all at once. So
I'm just sick of seeing promos. I have to try and scroll.
I know.
Every day it's a different one, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It's like people will watch if they're going to watch.
I've been avoiding it. I've been avoiding them like the plague.
Yes, I remember I watched the first trailer, but I couldn't really tell you anything about it because I have avoided everything else. So I don't need to know the plot before I go into it. So yeah.
What we do know is that they're going to be 8 30-minute episodes.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do for MCU Monday is that we'll do 2 episodes a week for the next 4 weeks, something like that. So
pretty much all of February, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back with Jessica. Yay. All right. Andrew, shameless plugs. What have you got?
Yes. This coming Saturday on the Dingus Den, we'll be back for Before the Cape. We will be discussing the season 2 premiere of Smallville. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then next Sunday on Cam and Focus, we'll be back to discuss Tron Ares.
Are you sure?
So, I was going to say, I don't know. Cam may still be stuck in Miami by then.
I was going to say, last I heard Cam stuck in Miami.
Yeah. He may be too tired to do Thursday.
He might. We'll say TBD on that. All I know is
he's stuck in Miami till Wednesday. So.
Yeah. So assuming he's back, we'll do Tron Ares. If not, we'll move to the next week. So yeah, that's what I got.
Cool. I gotta say, I was thinking of you the other day because I went downstairs. In fact, I think it was Thursday after we finished our show Thursday, and I went downstairs. I was getting ready to go to bed, and Luke was down there watching TV, and he was watching Smallville season 1, episode 1. He had just started, and so I was like, oh. So I sat down and watched episode 1 with him. So
it's a good episode.
Like, oh, hey, look at this. Smallville's on. So I
gotta find a way to change my ringtone to save me.
Remy Zero.
Yeah.
I will send you the link for a ringtone downloader.
Okay.
So
it was cool. They were in the season 1 finale at the winter formal. They're even playing themselves.
I was going to say
that is like Remy Zero. Yeah,
they were in a dance or something.
Yeah, and I was like Lex Luthor's cousin, you know. Oh man.
Anyway. All right. Well, that's going to be it for us tonight right here on MCU Mondays. Don't forget to go to all of our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, all those fun things. Give us a like, say hi, drop a comment. What? Did I miss something?
Instagram.
No.
Oh. Did I go real slow?
Insta talk and Tikgram.
Yeah, it was just lagging and it just dragged out the word Instagram.
All right. Instagram. Anyway, y'all all have a great rest of your week. Stay warm out there. I know it's cold here, but stay warm out there. I hope if you had days off, I hope you've enjoyed them because Lord knows I have. We will be back next week for MCU Mondays. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Hit that little bell icon for notifications so you know when we go live. And we'll see all of you next week right here on MCU Mondays. Bye, guys.
Shit! Language. No one else is going to deal with the fact that Cap just said language. I know. For gosh sake, watch your language. That's not going away anytime soon. You bet your ass.
Steve, you said a bad language word.
Did you tell everyone?
Out with the platinum bastard.
Steve doesn't like that kind of talk.
You know what, Romano? Fury, you son of a bitch.
Ooh, you kiss your mother with that mouth?